Yeah, next up, how about some more Dragon's Lair? Yes, that's right! No, just kidding. I was gonna psych you out and say I finally got Escape from Singer's Castle, but I haven't. Okay, so what you saw is all I have so far. However, quite some time ago, Mindy and I rented a Nintendo, and the Nintendo Entertainment System version of Dragon's Lair. I kid you not, they did a version of it, and I have it on tape. I didn't finish it, it was too hard. They didn't use the timing thing, it was more like an action game kind of thing, you know. So they tried to make it look all cool looking and stuff, and the graphics are nice actually for Nintendo. But the character just moves too slow to have any real control, but you'll see. I'll show you as far as I got, and then come back. So, yeah. So, here's Dragon's Lair. I don't know, it's about 15-20 minutes, so enjoy. And I'll talk to you after. Adios. See, nice little fade. Free of Mindy. She's upstairs doing homework. Bye.
Greetings, everyone. Sean from the future here. And we're going to play a little Dragon's Lair on the NES. What? Dragon's Lair? The Laserdisc game? On the NES? How is that even possible? Well, you're about to see. Oh, the future. Yes, I am here recording this on March 22nd, 2019. The night of, the morning of the 23rd. Okay, so here we are. Sullivan Bluth Interactive Media presents. So this is actually from the company that made Dragon's Lair and released through ImageSoft. So I see this NES game get a lot of flack in the various, game reviewing circles. A lot of people complain that the controls are cumbersome and it's too easy to die, it's too easy to take hits. But I put this to you. I always came at this version of Dragon's Lair from a slightly different angle. And once we get into the game here, you'll see what I mean. But now, you gotta remember, the original Laserdisc game was all about timing and sort of assessing the danger and figuring out what move you had to do. Now, obviously, they can't duplicate all of the incredible animation and so forth from the Laserdisc game on the NES, but they wanted to do some kind of home version. So the way I always looked at this was they sort of took that idea that you had to study and assess the dangers and figure out the moves you had to do and translated that into an NES game. Now, when you actually see it in motion here, and I want you to take a look in particular to how well animated the sprite of Dirk is. Now, it's far better animation than what you typically saw on a game sprite for an NES game. I mean, most game sprites were fairly small and didn't have a lot of frames of animation, but might be a little more responsive as a result. Now, Dirk in this game is not particularly responsive. They seem to have favored more the smoothness of the animation, but I think that's part of the challenge. So see what I mean here. So, okay, so he has his throwing daggers. See, look how smoothly he moves, and he even does the little sort of anticipatory squat before he jumps. Now, a lot of people complain about that, but I think they're missing the point of what they were doing here. So you notice you stand up, you get a few shots in, you got to duck to avoid the fireball. Get a few shots in, you duck. Because when you duck, the creature ducks. So, there you go. So you notice there was a process there. You had to walk to a certain point to trigger the monster, and then walk back in order to fight the monster. And then once you defeat him, the door opens. But that's the thing, is people think it's like any other hack and slash. You can just kind of run in and, sword swinging, guns a-blazing, and you can't. That's not the type of game this is. You gotta think of it like every level is a puzzle, and you have to figure out what it is that you have to do. There's like a specific sequence of events that you need to do in order to successfully navigate the level. There's certain things you have to avoid. There's certain things you have to fight. And sometimes you got to go back. Sometimes you got to go forward. But there is a way to do each level taking little to no damage for the most part. There's a few spots where it's just kind of unavoidable. You're going to take some hits. But see, I never really got how nobody else seemed to get that. That it's basically doing Dragon's Lair, the Laserdisc game, like the same type of gameplay, as best as they possibly could on the NES. You know, I mean, look at the size of the sprite of Dirk. I mean, it's massive. You never see sprites like that in an NES game. So you gotta jump over the little pit there and just take a bat to the face. And you gotta find the timing. So you see, I mean, there's a process to it. It's a puzzle, and people get impatient and they just sort of take it at face value and sort of compare it to a regular platformer. But that's not what it is, and I don't think that's what it was ever intended to be. So people label it as bad simply because they don't get it, and you know, it's annoying to me. So, okay, so here we're in a boss level. Basically, just fighting a bunch of snakes. So the snake doesn't turn around. He only shoots in that direction, so yeah. They're kind of in a fixed direction. So there are discernible patterns to how everything works. It's basically just a matter of trial and error and observation. And then here you got to time your jumps. Just because you got to remember there's the anticipation of the jump before he actually jumps. So it's all about making the animation look good, right? And there you go. To be fair, they give you a hell of a lot of time with those falling platforms. So, and it all depends. I don't know if there's actually a difference as to what level you end up on, depending on what platform you go to. Also, going through, like, certain invisible squares will trigger those letters, the collectible letters. So you want to get, I don't know, I was never able to get enough letters to actually spell a word, so I don't know what they were supposed to spell or what kind of bonus you would get for it. There we go. See, so I move to that spot and then the P appears and stuff like that, so. There you go. So the Lizard King. Lizard King's a little bit more of an ongoing threat in this than he was in the original. But to be fair, he is one of the more memorable characters from the original. So, I mean, this, you do have your standard assortment of, you know, bats and bugs and snakes and stuff that you'd typically find in a platformer or, you know, fantasy hack and slash type of game. Yeah, that was the other thing. Some of the bats are at just such a height that you can't quite hit them. Now, okay, watch how you go across these platforms here. You actually have to walk. You have to keep moving and walking as you're on the platform. Otherwise, it'll slide out from under you and you'll fall. Literally climbing the air there. See, a lot of people would be tempted to just kind of jump across that. But if you look, you can see there's a little tornado there. And you're actually supposed to climb around on the tornado. Okay, yeah, you can obviously see I've played this a lot by this point, because I know where a lot of the hidden letters are. Oh, God, and now it's dark. That's just mean. Okay. Making across this platform here. I was like, yeah, I'm not going to risk getting those golds there. Yeah, and again, you got it, and you can't just keep walking. You have to kind of walk, stop a little bit, walk, stop a little bit. And then remember where it is and time it, because the lights go out. And I'm dead. The other thing that was nice about this is it actually does give you an energy bar. Like if you look at the top there under the lives thing, it does give you an energy bar. So stuff like the bats and whatnot, just take a little tick off your energy. Oh, sorry, the energy is over on the right. I'm not sure what the C is over on the left. I don't remember. But yeah, you can see your gold. I think you can upgrade your weapons and stuff. So there are some fairly standard, you know, platformer / RPG elements to this. But also just kind of maintaining that, you know, pay attention and time your moves philosophy of the Laserdisc game. So, which, I mean, at the time, I thought it was a novel way to approach it. Like, I remember, I think the Commodore 64 version of Dragon's Lair did something similar, where it was even more simplistic graphics than this. It was just tiny little sprites. So it was the same kind of thing where you had to time your moves. But in that case, it was more like the Laserdisc game, in which it was just sort of short levels where you time your moves and just kind of go from there. So we're in another boss level here. So this one, there's these dudes that come out of the mine carts. And it's not the same one popping up on one or the other. It's actually two different ones. So you have to time it. Yeah. And these guys are a one-hit kill. If they hit you with their rocks or whatever they're throwing there, that's instant death, as you saw. Maybe I was really low on energy before. I don't remember, but it's okay. So we killed one. Okay. So you gotta get like a hit in, duck. Oh, got 2 hits in there. They don't take that many hits. They take maybe 5 hits, I think. 5 or 6. Got him. And that's it. There we go. Now, I was never able to actually finish this, although I'm pretty sure that I vaguely recall renting this a couple of times. Oh, I should mention also, you may have noticed at the very beginning how I zoomed in to the cartridge. This was before I learned how to use the macro function on my camera, so it was the only way I could think of to get a close-up of the label, was to literally do a close-up of it. How many platforms does this thing go? Obviously, I'm going to go for the one on the left. You'd really have to be daft to get killed by this thing. Oh. Well, do something. What are you doing? Just going to stand there and let him kick me in the face. Okay. I see. So you hit him a bit and it sends him back. Okay, come on, come on. There we go. There we go. I think you gotta hit him in the face, actually. I don't think that's actually doing any damage. Yeah, I think you're just hitting him in his crotch, and he's wearing his jock strap there, so you need to get a little higher there, Dirk. Maybe, I don't know if you can jump and throw. And clearly I was trying. Oh, shit! Oh, no, no, oh, Jesus, okay. Getting a little daring there. Oh, jeez, okay. There's gotta be a way to get him lower so you can hit him in the face, because he hovers, like, slightly above you. Oh, nice. Oh, you can jump and hit. Jump. Okay. Turn around. Or just leave. That's fine. Oh, we're apparently somewhere else now. I don't know where this recording goes. I think it's just showing different things. Oh, if we go the other way. See what happens if we go the other way. Okay. This is basically, I'm just showing you guys absolutely everything I recorded of this game. Oh, this frickin' level. Yeah. Oh, I've lost my axe. I actually kind of dug the music in this, too. Oh! Collapsing, bridge section there. Okay. Okay, yeah, you want to stand on the support beams. Why are you just standing there? Oh, yeah, the swinging, yeah, so see, like, this is right out of the game, the swinging balls. Although they made it a little different here. Whoa, jeez, that's close. But it actually made it, like, properly 3D, so, like, while they're in the wall, they can't touch you. Only when they pop out. Oh, shit! Wow, there's some real dickish areas in this. At least we got the axe. Oh, see, all of these are collapsing. Oh, I see. Okay, so you gotta hit that to stop it from moving. And then you can climb underneath it. Now, that's just a letter G. That's not actually gold, I don't think. Or was it gold? Did that register as gold? I didn't notice. Walk along there. Yeah, this is, I mean, it's tricky. I mean, this is definitely a game that takes patience. And a lot of trial and error. But it's not, oh, gee, get away from that ball. Okay. Yes. That's, oh, shit. No. Okay. Alright, we're good. Now, can we hit these guys? No, these guys are indestructible, I think. Yeah, those guys are indestructible. Okay. L. I'm guessing it spells Dragon's Lair or something. Yeah, some of these enemies will just endlessly respawn, too. Go. Yep. Oh, there you... Yeah. Okay. Oh, did you see that? It got hit... The skull hit it. F. Okay, there's no F in Dragon's Lair. What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm pretty sure you just walk onto that platform. I don't think you need to jump onto it. That's another mistake I see a lot of people make when they play this. They try to... I mean, naturally, the compulsion is to jump to the platforms. And by the way, wherever you hit that skull, that's where it stops. So make sure you hit it, like, way high like that. Otherwise, I think if you touch it, it's instant death. So you don't want to have to try to jump over it. Because, if you just so much as touch it with a pixel of your boot, you're dead. I obviously played this a lot. Like, I know... Oh, crap. I was gonna say I know exactly where the safe spot is with the spinning ball thing, but I fell through the pit. But yeah, I mean, overall, like, I definitely have respect for what they tried to do with this. Now, as to how successful it was, I mean, that's really up to your own interpretation. I think it's fine if you've got the patience for it. And not every gamer is going to have the patience for a game like this. But, I gotta say, when you do get through those tougher sections, incredibly satisfying. Like, very satisfying when you beat those tougher areas. Or you figure out what the trick is to a particular section, you know, that's been kicking your ass for 10 minutes, 20 minutes. Because almost every section has some kind of trick to it. It's just a matter of figuring it out. There we go. I don't even know how many levels this was. I never managed to finish it. But yeah, I guess that confirms my earlier question is, depending which side of the platform you jump off, do you get different levels? And it seems that, yes, you do. Whoa, jeez, that was close. That was really close. Okay, now this side, just walk onto it. Maybe you can't. Maybe you can't walk onto this one. Let's see what the timing is. And... Oh, there we go. Yeah, we got it. Oh! Oh, the frickin' roof! Oh. Oh, that was a checkpoint. That's a checkpoint, though. Hooray for checkpoints. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Jump. No. Like this, I don't know how you're supposed to navigate this without taking at least a few hits, because those skulls just keep coming. I just like, I really don't want to jump. Here we go. There we go. We got it. Oh, fuck! Seriously? Perfect. That was masterful. I think one of the tricks is go quickly before there's a million skulls there. Oh my god, seriously? Well, I guess that's as far as we made it. I was... Ah!
And there you have it. That was Dragon's Lair, the Nintendo Entertainment System version. I rented that quite some time ago, actually, when I was still living in Selkirk. But anyway, that's as far as I ever got. Not bad for a Nintendo game, except the character moved way too slow to have any real control. And the fact that you had to walk while you were standing on moving platforms made it a little more difficult, too.